William Slater has named his Queensland Game 2 Maroons squad, and he's made some changes that I think he didn't really need to make, but what more can you expect from a former jockey?
There'll be no pills in our camp.
Big one that stands out to me, that Selwyn Cobbo has been left out of the team completely. He must have done something to Billy Slater that we don't know about, allegedly. And replaced at 18th man with like similar position. That's why it's a bit crazy that Dane Gagai has come into the team. Bro's like 36. I got nothing against Dane Gagai, but he couldn't lace Selwyn Cobbo's boots. It's funny because Reece Walsh has been named at fullback, and he's just coming back from getting his head absolutely taken off by the greatest wallaby of all time, Suoli. And it seems like Dane Gagai is probably going to end up in the team because I assume Hammer will go from centre to fullback, and then Gagai will come in to centre, and Dane Gagai is going to be marking up against Latrell Mitchell, and feed it to me. Yeah, looking at Queensland's bench, it just screams retirement home. We got Felice Kafusi on the bench, then we got Kurt Capewell, who's back, plays for the Warriors. He hasn't played Origin for a while, I guess. You know, like, he'll do a job, but compared to New South Wales bench, bro, we ain't the same. Obviously, with Jermaine Hopgood being ruled out with his period, they had to make some changes in the front row, second row area. I would have went Max Plaff from the Dolphins. I think he deserves that. Would have blended some young blood. But, you know, Slater's just gone for the old, reliable old heads. And we hope it doesn't work out for him. Obviously, DCE has been named captain again. And I'll tell you what, man, this guy scares the hell out of me. He's hitting some really good form. He's not slowing down with age. And to be fair, I know Nathan is injured, but I think DCE is the best halfback in the game right now. It just really isn't fair because Queensland have all the good halves to pick from. Look at who they could have picked. They could have picked Ezra Mam. And they could have picked Sam Walker, and they still have Cameron Munster coming back from injury. And who do the New South Wales Blues have as their half? They dropped Nico Hines, whose Sharks are like top 4, and we've picked the Parramatta Eels halfback Mitch Moses, who is tied for last. Parramatta are tied for last, so Jesus Christ. Looking over this team, yes, it is mid. It is as mid as it comes, but Queensland always pick mid teams and they somehow win. I'm a little nervous. I do think New South Wales will win Game 2, but would not surprise me in the slightest if Queensland somehow picked up this win and ended the series. And boy, oh boy, who's going to be the scapegoat for New South Wales? It's going to be Latrell, but I think it should be Madge. Just in case Queensland do win the series in Game 2, screenshot this. Go Queensland! All jokes aside, I've called the team mid. Yada yada, but I'm so happy for everyone who has been selected for Queensland. Get that 30k, boys. Anything that you can do to put food on the table for your family, completely happy for, but I hope Queensland lose 50-0.